It's better here. Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Simply beautiful. Simply wonderful. Shall I sing Radha Madhava? May I have harmonium? Oh, is it okay? Johannes Kijai. Oh, not this glass, it's for Maharajas. Okay. Next. I'm not Maharaj. Nothing to do with it. Thank you so much. Beautiful, warm water. How can I play? Oh, from here. Then I should be this way or how? Oh, thank you very much. It's okay. Thank you so much. It's too cool. Momentum. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. No, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Last smile. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Jai Radha Madhava ki Jai. Jedes Mal, wenn wir die heiligen Namen aussprechen, zum Beispiel Jai Radha Madhava, wir rufen die zu uns zu kommen. Jedes Mal Hare Krishna, wir laden Krishna ein, zu uns zu kommen. Jedes Mal wir singen Jai Radha Madhava, wir laden Radha und Krishna zu uns zu kommen. Jedes Mal. Und sie hören das. Okay. Today is, and not today only, but it will be when every week. I'm not speaking on Srimad Bhagavatam, but I'm speaking on book distribution. We will be reading different books. We will be learning techniques of Sankirtan, of book distribution. So the authorities of the temple, they allowed me to do it every Friday, not Srimad Bhagavatam, but Sankirtan. But first we read from this Transcendental Diary. We're getting to the end. Yes? To the end. That is what chapter? Amen. But we have the continuation. Here we got the other parts in the temple. I have at home. Will be going on. So, September 29th, 1976, Shri Vrindavan Dhama. Chaitya Guru, Dasa. Chaitya Guru, there is now the president, the other person, but he has the same name. He's a president, wonderful person, the president of Leipzig Temple. Okay. And he has a house, wonderful house, 3 or 4, 3 children, very nice. The whole family is devotees. Yes, and he has a book lager in his house, very big official book lager, just like Galokathama, Simhachalam, and he. Chaitya Guru is his name. He's disciple of Kanamakanna Maharaj. Chaitya Guru Dasa arrived from Chandigarh via Delhi, and he saw Srila Prabhupada before the morning program. He confirmed arrangements for a Pandala program in Chandigarh from October 13th to October 17th. Srila Prabhupada has agreed to attend. Chaitya Guru also informed Prabhupada that Harikesha Swami left for Europe, apparently without receiving Prabhupada's letter. So it seems that after his initial difficulty, Krishna has allowed him to go. Chaitya Guru also saw Gopala Krishna Prabhu in Delhi. You know Gopala Krishna Prabhu, yes? He has left his body for a short time in India. He was, a center for book distribution. He was doing so much for book distribution, certainly for all other things too, but for book distribution, very much to develop it all over the world, to inspire the devotees. Chaitya Guru also saw Gopal Krishna Prabhu in Delhi. He said that Gopal does not want to come to Vrindavan despite receiving Prabhupada's letter, because he felt he could not face all the politics Hansadutta and Haya have made against him. He spoke, I think it's the same person, Gopal Krishna Prabhu, Gopal Krishna Goswami, have made against him. He spoke of returning to the United States to be with his wife and child. Maybe if I'm mistaken, please apologize. Please excuse me. I should check it. Prabhupada was not very happy to hear this. He was more disappointed than angry. So far, I can understand he is using this as an excuse. His real reason is that this GBC business is troublesome, so better give it up. And because he is attached to his family, Deha Patya Kalatra Dishu Atma Shaineshu Asat Su Api Tasham Pramato Nithanam Pashyan Apina Pashyati. Persons devoid of Atma Tattva do not inquire into the problems of life, being too attached to the family, fallible soldiers like the body, children, and wife. Fallible soldiers. Family is a fallible, can fall down. Body, children, and wife. You understand? Yes? You understand? Wife and children. So that is not permanent. Although sufficiently experienced, they still do not see their inevitable destruction. That is Bhagavatam 2.1.4. Then let me go to be with a wife. You understand? Or not? So here we got Srimad Bhagavatam 2.1.4 here. One moment. If we have, we should see. 2.1.4. Database. Srimad Bhagavatam. 2. It was 2.1.4. Exactly. 2. No. Not second, it is second canto. Moment. Canto 2. Chapter 1. Text 4. Now it's correct. I read. Persons devoid of Atma Tattva do not inquire into the problems of life, being too attached to the fallible soldiers like the body, children, and wife. Although sufficiently experienced, they still do not see their inevitable destruction. So in the family, they do not see how they're being destructive, how they're being distracted. They don't see their mistakes in the spiritual, because they are so much attached to the children, family, wife, no time to be developed. That's why it is they don't, because it's much to do in the family. The husband is working, the wife is cooking and bringing up the children, kindergarten, to the tennis playing, to swimming pool, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la, clean the house, to make shopping, do shopping. What about it? We take the last part of it because I want to know. The whole materialistic advancement of human civilization is like the decoration of a dead body. Everyone is a dead body, flapping only for a few days. And yet all the energy of human life is being wasted in the decoration of this dead body. Shukadeva Goswami is pointing out the duty of the human being after showing the actual position of bewildered human activities. Persons who are devoid of the knowledge of Atma Tattva are misguided. Atma Tattva means who are devoid of the knowledge of our position, Jivera Svarupahaya. That is Tattva, yes? The position of the soul, Tattva, truth, Atma, self. Are misguided, but those who are devotees of the Lord and have perfect realization, who are devotees of the Lord and have perfect realization of transcendental knowledge, are not bewildered. That is the difference between bewildered and not bewildered. If you want to be bewildered, welcome. Please, so many things, yes. But if you don't want, welcome. Please, do something for yourself. Nobody will do if you don't want. You do yourself. That is Hilfe zur Selbsthilfe. That's what we are doing, yes. But we are helped, certainly, if we want. Okay, so now we are going to the nectar. Every Friday, or maybe it will be Sunday, we are having nectar. Yes? Nectar of what? Nectar of what? Of what is nectar? Of what nectar? What is written here? Nectar of book distribution. Because book distribution is a nectar. Nectar. I imagine 2-3 hours, 4 hours standing in the street, no result. That's a great nectar. Okay, but first we have our prayers. We say nevertheless, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Agyana Timirandasya Vyanachana Shalakayam Chakshuram Militam Yana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with a torch of what? Of knowledge. Books, 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 with a torch of knowledge. And I pay my humble obeisance to the lotus feet of my spiritual master. Namom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutalesha Mate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Itinamine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Namom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutalesha Mate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Itinamine. Prabhupada Susam Bandhe Sarvat Gaura Kripanadesha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhara, Shri Vasadi, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, not sleep. Rule, don't sleep. That is meditative, that is very sleeping. No? You are tired, I know, you're doing so much. So it's the first time I am doing it today. Certainly it will be developed, but the first time I was thinking of it, what to do. Yes, 2 topics we have. We are beginning to speak about a nectar of book distribution. And the second topic for this week, it is how it is necessary to read Srila Prabhupada's books. That is a week of knowledge, how to say. Yes, in every temple they speak about it. And I was thinking how to begin with. And I'd like to begin with this statement of Srila Prabhupada. When he was speaking with his disciples in his lecture, he said, we should utilize everything for Krishna. And that means, what that means? What that means? Not everything is nothing. It should be personal. To utilize everything for Krishna, what it means? Johannes, what it means? To utilize everything for Krishna. What it means? One word. It means, yeah, I knew that you know. It means bhakti. The lecture, I don't have now the date, but I can give it. That is to the first chapters of Bhagavad Gita. So the first chapter, the first shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, he was speaking about it, to utilize. Every movement has different principles and should be systemized. Our movement is a system. It's a religious, spiritual system. That means every part of the system should be organized. That the machine, how to say, yes, this body can work in harmony. And Srila Prabhupada proclaimed that books are the basis of our movement, that preaching is the essence of our movement, that purity is the force of our movement, and utilizing is the principle of our movement. The principle of our movement to utilize everything for Krishna. We are doing everything according to this principle. We begin with books are the basics. Yes? Why books are the basics? What do you think?
Because knowledge, the knowledge is there.
Knowledge, yes. When there is no knowledge, what?
Knowledge is about the Krishna conscious philosophy is in the books.
And practice.
Because Srila Prabhupada is in the book. Srila Prabhupada is our guru.
No, it's too much. It's too much. It should be more exact. So books, without books, we don't know anything. That means without books, we are fools. We're camels, we're elephants, we're hippopotamus, I don't know. We are rabbits, we are cats, we are dogs, we are flyers, we are flowers, we are trees without books. Consciousness means spiritual knowledge. Consciousness is spiritual substance. Spiritual substance should be filled with spiritual food, with spiritual nectarian food, and that is knowledge. And that is not only the knowledge of material world, and even not the knowledge of spiritual impersonal world or impersonalists. Yes, that is the nectar of the knowledge. Nectar of the knowledge is the personal knowledge about whom? About whom?
Krishna.
Personal knowledge about Krishna and about his devotees. Who are his devotees? Who? Some names. Yeah, some names. Yeah, certainly. The other names. Yeah, certainly. And some other names. Okay, Sis Goswamis, yes. What about his incarnations? Some names. Prahlad Maharaj is his devotee. Who else? Vamanadev is his devotee. Varahadev is his devotee. These are his devotees. All they are his devotees. And we want to be also his who? Who you want to be whom?
I try to be a devotee.
You want, not try. You want to be Krishna's devotee. You want to be the part and parcel of Krishna who has the qualities of whom? Krishna. We have the qualities of Krishna. Yes, we are the same, but we are many and very small, and he is one and very great. Yes. And to be together with him, we should get on, we should take his qualities. We should know his qualities. We should develop his qualities. We should develop Krishna in us. Okay. That's why without books, it is not these books. It is not possible. There are many books. You can read some novels, romance, stories, science fiction, tra-la-la. Oh, it's so interesting. Then I have forgotten what was it. What was it? It's empty. It is absolutely empty. It is vacuum. Empty. Yes. No relationships with Krishna. No relationships with Krishna, no relationships with ourselves. Dead. Dead body to decorate. That's all. Nothing more. We have got this very happy possibility not to decorate our dead body, but to decorate what? Or who? To decorate who? Whom? To decorate bhakti. Bhakti is a person. To decorate bhakti with our service, with our knowledge, with our devotion. That's what we are doing. With our respectful chanting of Mahamantra. That's why we are distributing the book since the end of the 60s everywhere in the world, to give the people a real knowledge. What I'm saying, that is, we know all these words, but imagine we are giving real knowledge, that what exists, and only real knowledge can help them to exist, to be real, because they are in the illusion. They are living in the unreal world. They are thinking they are happy. They are thinking, family. They have their family, yes. Only like animals. Yeah, certainly I'm not speaking about devotee family who are doing at home everything, morning and evening service and reading books. Yeah, I'm speaking. Just like animals, yeah, you eat. You see here in Kalk, there are so many, this kinderwagen, and every mama is feeding sitting here in the, take this, the child is already like about, more and more and more and more, and that is the human existence. Is it?
And what you see, it's your own version of.
Is it human existence?
No.
What existence it is? What? Animalistic existence.
Yeah.
I don't want to be an animal. I don't want. So, we have already begun with books, other basics, because without books we can't do anything. Srila Prabhupada in 1966, he was in America, yes, and he moved to this Meshless gift, to this storefront. Devotees helped him, the first devotees helped him, Mukunda Maharaj helped him to come to find this place. And he moved. And next day, he already edited 7 purposes of ISKCON. Next day. He didn't lose even a second. Yes, and these purposes, 6 purposes, and the 7th purpose says that we should print the books and magazines, yes, and distribute all this and propagate all this. And this 7th purpose, only with this last purpose, we can fulfill the previous 6. That means the 6 previous purposes, they don't work without the last one, of printing the books, of propagate the books, of distributing the books. It doesn't work. That's why it is very important. Please, I am speaking not for me, I am speaking for you. So now we read something from this wonderful book we will be reading. That is our Srimad Bhagavatam, so to say, yes. And we'll be reading a piece and speaking on it. We begin from the very beginning. Yes, not this, no, I mean nectar of book distribution. The nectar of book distribution, the statements by Srila Prabhupada and his followers on the philosophy and practice of book distribution. Book distribution, our most important activity. There is no doubt about it. To distribute books is our most important activity. The temple is not a place for eating and sleeping, but a base from which we send out our soldiers to fight with Maya. Fight, Arjuna, fight. Fight with Maya means to drop thousands and millions of books into the lap of the conditioned souls. Just like during war time, the bombs are raining from the sky like anything. To digest it, a bit to digest. 3 premises. Premise means mostly important thing. Book distribution refers to disseminating the transcendental knowledge of Krishna consciousness and delivering the conditioned souls from nescience. Specifically, Srila Prabhupada's books have within them all of the information and understanding necessary to lead everyone throughout the world to Lord Krishna's devotional service. His books will relieve people of material suffering and guide them back to Godhead, back to their constitutional position and ultimate happiness in an eternal life of bliss and knowledge. Consequently, book distribution refers above all to distributing the books of Srila Prabhupada only, of Srila Prabhupada's books, not corrected books or corrected books, yes, there shouldn't be so much, it is not important, yes, because Srila Prabhupada means his books. All to distributing the books of Srila Prabhupada, who is empowered to fulfill the prediction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that the Lord's holy name will be known in every town and village worldwide. The quotation: there is no doubt about it, to distribute books is our most important activity. Srila Prabhupada made this point unmistakably clear by his spoken instructions, his practical management, his lectures, and especially his letters. Because letter is personal. If he writes a letter to Johannes and says, Johannes, you should go to distribute books in Duisburg, because it's very covered. Duisburg is a very covered city. You should take books and distribute. It is personal. You know what to do, you know where to do, you know how much to do, and you know for whom. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said the Lord's holy name will be known in every town and village worldwide. There is no doubt about it. To distribute books is our most important activity. Srila Prabhupada made this point unmistakably clear by his spoken instructions, his practical spoken instructions, his practical management, his letters, and especially his lectures, and especially his letters. Because book distribution is the top priority. We'll speak later about we will compare deity worship and books, you will see. It is very important, certainly. Srila Prabhupada wanted every member of ISKCON to be taught to learn how to distribute books. Every member, everybody is available. Everybody is good to distribute books. I like your program of sending out your best book distributors to teach the others. Srila Prabhupada. That is the actual process of Krishna consciousness, to train others. Continue this program so that in the future every devotee in our movement will know the art of distributing books. The art. Kunst. We are Künstler. Künstler. The art of distributing books, yes? That's why it should be learned. Srila Prabhupada's mission of writing books, establishing ISKCON, and saving the conditioned souls presents a great challenge to his followers to apply the instructions in his books for our own advancement and to make his instructions available to others. First for our own advancement and then to give it to others. It is simple. Nectar is simple. Bewilderness is complicated. They have their nectar. We have our nectar. Our nectar should be their nectar. That's it. Preaching is the best way to save ourselves and the others. And distributing Srila Prabhupada's books is the best preaching. Therefore, this book is based on the following three premises. Three main principles. Preaching Krishna consciousness is the prime mission of ISKCON. Book distribution is the best and most important preaching. Prabhupada wanted every devotee to know the art of distributing books. We read a bit more and then we speak it over. Anyone, that is a quotation, anyone who tries sincerely to present Bhagavad Gita as it is will advance in devotion activities and reach the pure devotional state of life without any speculations. That means we should learn and present it with the words from Bhagavad Gita, not from our bewildered mind. And that is not so easy, yes. As a result of such pure devotion, he is sure to go back home, back to Godhead. That is Bhagavad Gita 18:68. The end of Bhagavad Gita. This definitely applies to book distribution. Krishna says that his instructions may never be explained to those who are not austere or devotee. That means that Arjuna said he has thrown his Gandiva to the ground and said, Krishna, now I am your devotee. Please instruct me. We know we're repeating it 1,000 times. We will be repeating it millions and millions and millions and millions times until we get to it practically, not theoretically. Who are not austere or devoted, and his instructions can be explained to the persons who are what? What else? I speak to you Bhagavad Gita because you are not what? You are not envious. To sincere devotees who are not envious, because envy is a snake. I'm sorry, I know you like snakes, I mean the other snake. Yes, and envy is just like a poison. It's like an acid. Yes, it is in you and make it more and make it more. And you can't sleep and you can't eat and you think only about how to revenge, how to make this person kaput or something else. Yes, because what about devotional service? According to these conditions, most of the people that book distributors and counter are not fit candidates for Krishna consciousness. But Lord Chaitanya does not take into account these conditions. And his devotees are so merciful that they give everyone. So Lord Chaitanya didn't take it into account, he didn't think of it, yes? He gave his mercy to everyone. But to propagate this mercy, to make this mercy, how to say, available for everyone, we should do it. He has given, we should go on, we should follow his instructions to develop Vaishnava cult, to develop the cult of 6 Goswamis, of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Eventually, some of those people become purified enough to accept Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead and become devotees. We don't know how many. Eventually, some of these persons only. Enough. We go to distribute because of one person. One person. And I have many examples of it. Many examples. Nobody takes a book by chance. For example, I was somewhere in Baden-Baden or Karlsruhe, and it was already evening, not so much light. I was so cold, December last year, frozen. I stay more. I should give everything. Arjuna fine. Yeah, Arjuna fine. Yes. And then a woman is running, passing by, and I have Gita, and she sees Gita. Simple woman, not such a beautiful person, a beautiful dress. She stays, yes. She stands, she stops. She looks at me and she runs to me. And there is a bus. And that is maybe some of the last bus or something like this. And she should take a bus. And she looks at me, looks at the bus. Looks at me, looks at the bus. And she waves to the bus driver, stop, please stop. And she runs to me, Gita, I need Gita. No words. She took Gita, give something, I don't remember something, much. And he is waiting. Driver is waiting. He is standing and waiting for her. And then she runs very quickly to the bus, takes her place. Absolutely happy person. Whom I met? I met a devotee in the street. Already a devotee in the street. Yes? Or the people, they take Gita this way. I'm so happy. Have you read it? No. I haven't read it. I'm so happy. Because they have already had it. Because they are devotees. And because of this person. If they don't stay concentrated and distribute, he will come or she will come. Sometimes I'm distributing, I see, oh, nobody. I know, I say to myself, he will come. And they're coming. He will come. Where are you? Where is she? She's coming. They are coming. The devotees. Yes, yes. Who doesn't want? Doesn't want. But they see Bhagavad Gita. But they see us. They see Prabhus, Brahmacharis, unfortunately, I'm not. In their daughters, yes. Or in these daughters. Yes, and maybe I will be distributing now in sari, because sari is more for young ladies. They look so nice in sari. I'm not so young, but we'll see. That is what we are doing. We return the devotees back to us. Not we, the books. The books find the person. We are instruments, yes? To help Lord Chaitanya in his mission, to help Srila Prabhupada in his mission. And that is all. But we should learn. We will be learning. Just one piece and then. moment, and become devotees. And finding those devotees makes the book distribution most dear to Krishna. We bring devotees to Krishna back. For one who explains this supreme secret, that is a supreme secret. Yeah, we are learning the supreme, not a secret, supreme secret. That is a secret, because this topic on book distribution is very deep. It includes everything. It includes Krishna's Leelas. It includes bhakti. It includes all kinds of bhakti. Yes, it includes all the relationships. It includes our connection to Srila Prabhupada, to our gurus. It includes our connection to Krishna. Everything is in book distribution subject or topic, this issue. Supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed. And at the end, he will come back to me. There is no servant in the world more dear to me than he. Nor will there ever be one more dear. Krishna's statement, Krishna's opinion. This devotee, because we, through the books, by Srila Prabhupada's mercy, Lord Chaitanya's mercy, not me myself, yes, who I am, yes, we bring the devotees back to Krishna. The lost devotees, yes, the devotees who have forgotten him, we bring them back. We make them happy because they are suffering. Such persons can't live happily in this material world. They smoke, they do different bad things. They are searching for truth because they have had it, more or less, and that is the top secret. That's what we are doing. That's what Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted through his disciples, 6 Goswamis, to establish Vaishnava cult, to write books. Jiva Goswami, so many books, so many comments. Rupa Goswami, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Sanatana Goswami, all day, yes, to distribute books, to write, to distribute, and to preach the Vaishnava cult. Vaishnava culture, that means. Vaishnava culture. Tilak is the sign of Vaishnava culture. There is no servant in the world more dear to me than he, nor will there ever be one more. Krishna's declaration that preachers are his dearmost servants was emphasized by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and Srila Prabhupada, who taught that preaching, especially distributing transcendental literature, is the fundamental duty of the Sankirtana movement. Now, one word about our philosophy. Prahlada Maharaja said, "May there be good fortune throughout the universe, and may all envious persons be pacified." You understand what we are doing? We pacify the envious person. We take out the envy out of the heart of a people. We take out being angry. We take out the hate out of their hearts with the mercy of Prahlada Maharaj. May all living entities become calm by practicing bhakti yoga, calm, quiet. For by accepting devotional service, they will think of each other's welfare. They will think of each other's welfare. You understand? They will do good for themselves and for the others. And nothing bad, and nothing else, and no hate, and no envy. That is the top secret. Therefore, let us engage in the service of the Supreme Transcendence. In the service of the Supreme Transcendence, to know his top secret, Lord Krishna, and always remain absorbed in thought of him. When we are distributing, we are always remain absorbed of thinking of. I have the book on me. What I'm thinking about. I'm thinking of this. If I'm hungry, I take something in the street or somewhere, yes, and then I go on. I'm taking prasad. I'm also thinking of Krishna all the time. So that is Sankirtana philosophy. Now, one more thing, and then we come to a very interesting point. All glories to the Sankirtana devotees. That is a book of Harikesh Swami. All glories to every part of this book here begins with all glories to the Sankirtana devotees at the beginning. Despite freezing cold, scorching heat, relentless rain, you understand? And maddening wind off the sides of frozen mountains. Srila Prabhupada's Sankirtana warriors bring the mercy of his books to every door, tolerating the constant changes in weather, drinking water, sleeping places, and food. They go from town to town, village to village, bringing a gift of love. What we are distributing? Love. Because only love can conquer this material world. Only this. And beauty. The beauty of the soul. Bringing a gift of love, rarely seen in the world. Rarely seen. They lack love. They need this love. They don't know what it is. This world, material world, is a frozen world. We make it warm. We make it melt with love. What is in these books? The love is in these books. And even more rarely attained. Tolerance is the regulative principle, Sankirtan distributors, tolerating the taunts and shouts of ignorant. Yeah, they are scolding. Ignorant people, they were scolding so much at me. They were sometimes pushing me. They were sometimes, how to say in English, spook. Spook? Yes, spook. And trivial onlookers, tolerating being pushed, you see, shoved, beaten, or split, yeah, you know, the same thing as in the book, or split upon, tolerating needless police interference, tolerating the pains in the back or feet, and above all, tolerating the mind. Such tolerance is found only in the greatest of yogis, who have practiced their mystic art for so many years. The mercy of the Lord on his Sankirtana warriors is hard to describe, but he is inspiring me to do so. May he help me in this endeavor. May he help me in this endeavor. I read only something about the history. somewhat, because it began in the 16th century. It is not new. It is not only about us. So, one of the followers of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, very close to him, has begun it. I read this passage. The mission, the task. Jiva Goswami, it was in the 16th century. You listen. Jiva Goswami tasked the 3 devotees to carry the scriptures written by the 6 Goswamis. That time, in the 16th century, they were distributing the scriptures written by 6 Goswamis to devotees in Bengal and Orissa, to spread the teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which had been presented in these books. The teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are presenting in these books, and to disseminate love of Godhead. And the books, they were stolen. You understand? Stolen. It was near the kingdom of Vana, Vishnupur, a territory ruled by the dacoit king Virahambira. Why they did it? Because Virahambira forces, believing the cart, it was cart full of books, contained priceless jewels. They thought they were not books, but priceless jewels. You understand? Diamonds and gold. And they have stolen these books when devotees were sleeping. Srinivasa Prabhu, who was one of the first book distributors, Narottama and Shyamananda. Srinivasa, Narottama, Shyamananda. They were the first book distributors distributing in Bengal. Mostly the books were in Bangla, in Bengali language. And then they were looking for these books. And the books were stolen by the people of the king. And he got these books. And when he got these books, he what? He opened the books. And what he did? He began to read the books. And upon realizing the true spiritual value of the books, the king experienced a change of heart. He got the change in his heart and became a disciple of Srinivasa, returning the priceless texts. He gave all the books back and he became the disciple. This movement for the ages, this mission marked the beginning of Gaudiya Vaishnavism's first significant book distribution effort, establishing a foundation for spreading devotional literature. Spiritual impact. The books, once recovered, were distributed, leading to a great revival of spiritual activity. So the people are, activated. Not only material activity, but to spiritual activity. And these books, firstly, they were written on the palm leaves. They were not printed like our books. And now the report of the first book distribution, who distributed how much. Written on palm leaves, a letter from Narottama Das Thakur to Srila Jiva Goswami contains the annual book distribution scores, results, for the year ending on Gaura Purnima of Shaka. So that is 1579, that is the end of the 16th century. Srinivasacharya, what he distributed? Bhagavatam with Vaishnava Toshani. There were very many lyrical songs, poetry. They were distributing very much the devotional poetry. Janardana's song, also poetry. Govinda Dasa's songs, so are Toshani's 6 books, Janardana songs, 23 books. Govinda Dasa's songs, 19 books. Narottama Dasa's also lyrics, 11 books. Bhakti Rasamrita Singh, Nectar of Devotion, 1 book. Chaitanya Bhagavata, The Life of Lord Chaitanya, 22 books. Lord Chandasa's Chaitanya Mangal, 6 books. Hari Bhakti Vilasa, 1 book. Murari Gupta's Kartacha, 1 book. Narottama Das Thakur, his results. Bhagavatam, 2. Janardana songs, 21. Prarthana, 56, it is lyrics. Chaitanya Bhagavata, 45. Chaitanya Chandramrita, 5. And so on, and so on, and so on. Shyamananda Bhagavatam, Janardana songs, 10. Govinda Dasa songs, 11. Other songs, 34. Narottama Das Prarthana, 16. Bhakti Rasamrita Singh, 5. Ujjvala Nilamani. Ujjvala Nilamani, that is a book, I have it also. That is scientific, how to say, research of Krishna and Radha's relationships. Chaitanya Chandramrita, Chaitanya Bhagavata, and the other lyrics. So that is for the year. Year result, 25 books, because the books were written on the leaves. They were not printed. And that's why Narottama Das Thakur concludes his letter, 16th century, we go back, with the following emotional comment. Narottama Thakur, yes? He writes, until we are able to develop another type of technology to print the books, due to the difficulty involved in creating books by hand, handwritten books they were distributing, which is being neglected, most of our books distribution program will be postponed. You understand? It was not effective to distribute, and he was so much, how to say, disturbed. And he writes a letter, and he writes about this, because to distribute many books when you write it, so 25 books a year, it's also much, but not only 25, it is more. We can imagine the whole days they were writing. The hands are getting tired. So, we are sure that one day, what he is writing, listen now, we are sure that one day some magnanimous person will come and will develop the movement of ecstatic love of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, distributing books all over the world. Until then, what will we, persons who are poor, bereft, and abominable do? So Narottam, he called himself abominable person, a bad person, because they can't distribute so much as they wanted. What is the benefit of discussing the stories of the Lord's incarnations, worshipping the Lord's deities, giving musical recitations of the Lord's pastimes, chanting the Lord's holy name on beads, when we have such small scores? What is beneficial without distributing books? But to distribute books, we should read the books ourselves. We should read every day. We should read every day. If we don't know how to read, what is number one, what is number two to read, how to plan, you ask Omkareshwar Prabhu. I advise. He is very not like me. I'm a really abominable person, me. He is very educated person. He can advise you, read this, read this, read this. But we know our basic books, Bhagavad Gita, Amala Purana, pure knowledge, purest knowledge, the cream a la cream, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. The other books can wait. They can wait. And we can read about Srila Prabhupada, certainly, yes. Lilamrita, or this German book, or English book, Better, I can advise to read English books because they're translated directly. Yes? So, nothing to say. I have nothing to say. Why it is a nectar? For me, it is a nectar. I am doing different services. Nothing can be compared for me with book distribution. I can't explain it exactly. Maybe I am such, I want to be a VIP. I hope not. I hope very much not, yes. Yes, because we are reading the books ourselves. We know how deep, what it is. How you can read something material after this book. Can you read? Can you? Something other books, material books. Can you read them? Boof. Ekelhaft.
I think it's a waste of time.
What?
To read material books is a waste of time.
Yes, wasted time. Wasting time. It's more than wasting time. It's killing the soul.
Also, yes.
Material world is a killer of Atma. Killing. Harakiri to the soul. You want? You see, that's why you should read books, because in the books we have knowledge. You read the books practically. You read, you contemplate, certainly, if you need. If you read the books regularly, you don't need to contemplate, because it comes already into your heart. It is already there. You need only to read, to read, to read. Arjuna Vallabha Prabhu from Moldavian, he is here every year. He is very, very belazed, very educated person. He told me, you should read and read and read and read and read to fill in your consciousness with this knowledge, to fill in. You know, in the village they're doing this, sausage. They take this dharma and put into it something, I don't want to say. Put and put and put, and then it is hard. You can cut it. Yes? So maybe it's not the best example. You fill in your consciousness with a pure knowledge. And then you chant differently, Mahamantra. If you have knowledge, you chant differently. Differently. And you read and you distribute knowledge. You speak very simple words about this old technique. We will be speaking about all this, yes. And Srila Prabhupada said, I have something for you. I have written for you 2 things. Do you know why I read my books? Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada said, I read my books every day because even I learn something new when I read my books. I do not write these books. Who writes? Krishna writes. What we are reading? Krishna. Okay. So if you want to tell something or to ask practical something, next time I will tell more stories. Maybe I will show something. The first time I had no time to prepare. But next time we will see something and do something more active. You want to say something? What was mostly important for you? What you have got? What you can now tell us from this lecture? It is conversation, not the lecture.
Only that should help out. It's the most there to distribute books.
What? Could you speak a bit louder?
It's the most important thing to distribute books.
Most important thing among what? Where? With what? With what? Most important thing where? For us. For what? For you. Okay. To come to your position. What you can say? You can say.
You say books are the basis for your self-knowledge, for your own bhakti, for giving others knowledge about.
Speak more. What else? What else can you say? Imagine a person
For living
listening who doesn't know
for
anything.
living goods, for don't become so ignorant. To the others, for yourself, to become free ourselves, help others, how to say.
Does it help you when you distribute?
It helps.
How it helps?
To find myself and to how to say
To find myself, it's enough.
find myself and get the beneficials of the others when I want to distribute the books.
Very nice. You speak about yourself and the others.
Yes.
You see, and that is a nectar of book distribution. Very nice. Thank you very much. So, what you say about nectar of book distribution? Ki. Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thank you so much. What about at 12, at 1, when we are going? Today I will distribute together with you. I will not distributing, I will teach you more a bit. Not so just I'm a bit direct person, very, very tender. Very, very, very silently. So you go when we are going? At 12 is okay for you? Is it okay for you at 12? You need some sleep before going? No? Because you get up very early.
Maybe some rest.
Some rest. 20 minutes, yes, it's enough. When I was living here, 20 minutes was always enough for me when I was living in the temple. 20 minutes, you go just like dead, and then you get alive again. So it was this way. Okay, so at 12 I will be already with the books downstairs. Okay, and that's for you. Johannes, could you give it to you? Take one for you and the other for Rul Prabhuji. What is on the other side? I don't know.
Same.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. That is my mistake. And I'm very sorry. You don't need it. One time is enough. You can understand my writing?
It's difficult, but yes.
Difficult. Difficult?
But I understand.
What you don't understand? What word?
I understand.
You understood every word?
Yes.
Next time I will print it.
Okay.
I promise.
First?
Huh?
That's first?
That's for you.
Okay, thank you.
Just like Maha Mantra somehow. A part of Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for your tolerance. Yes. Is it okay with the language or I'm speaking too fast? Please tell me.
No, you're not speaking.
Not too fast?
No.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Or shall I speak more clear?
No,
It's okay.
Huh?
It's nice.
Was clear?
Yeah. So
Okay.
from the same.
Next time we will do something on the blackboard, and so it will be more, how to say, more digestible, to digest it. This book I have got from, that's my favorite book, one of, from Mangalanandana Prabhu, the husband of Dara. Dara. So he left his body. For 30 years he was distributing everywhere. And they had a house in Mers, and they had a big, how to say, separate room, not room, house for the books. It was a book storage there. And devotees, Sankirtan devotees, they were very often coming to them. They were sleeping there. Dara was cooking wonderful dishes. They were speaking on Sankirtan. Now we don't, unfortunately, have him, and we don't have this. Yes. And he told me that I should take his books. I took some. Yes. And that is my favorite. Very, very beautiful books. Mangal. Okay.